One of the top tight ends in the NFL, number 9, getting in position right there. You're right. Second down and 3. Tua to the air. Lamb with the block. And underneath they go. This is Waddle. First down, brought down by Mills. A catch and run takes him to the 42. Flag thrown on the play. First and 10. Fake to Achane. Again down the middle. This time it's Hill. Brought down by Reed. Passing yards allowed. They've got 5 back there right now. Tua first and 10. Achane looking for a block, and he gets it from Eichenberg, and he's down to the 3. Brought down by Jamie and Sherwood. Hill caught one for 11. Achane a catch and run of 14. Waddle for 20. And a couple penalties on the Jets. Second and goal. Achane knifing. Touchdown. The Miami Dolphins have taken the opening drive 70 yards and gotten a 2-yard touchdown run.
Well, they're going to run right to the left side here and just watch the blocks here, Armstead, but it's this one that slides over that they're able to get that final push one-on-one, and then with that leverage, Achane being able.
Here's Sanders with the extra point, and it is no good. Quick count, second and 3. Here comes Campbell. There goes Rodgers, and he finds his tight end Conklin. Lazard in motion and back today. It's Allen. Lazard with the block. Adams with the block. And tripped up initially by Holland as he squirms his way near the 30 and picks up 9. First and 10. And Ramsey travels. He'll move back and forth. Aaron to the air. Good cup. Underneath he goes. That's Allen. He broke one tackle. Then he's knocked out of bounds by Poyer.
Out in space and getting first down.
Yeah, gains of 9 and 14 through the air. Wilson on the move. That's a jet sweep pass with a block by Conklin. And a tackle is made by Chop Robinson. And there was a flag thrown as he threw. So Anders Carlson is going to try a 28-yard field goal. Zerline is on IR. Carlson had a couple last week, and he puts the Jets on the board with that 28-yard field goal. Second down and 8, and Judy an ex-Bronco, so he's going back. Tua to the air, and he's got Hill. And he's wrestled out of bounds by Eccles, and picks up 13. That's a first down to the 45 of Miami. Achane back in, first and 10. It's Achane looking for a block as he slices. And he got one there from Brewer, the center. Then finally brought down by Chuck Clark. Dolphins have won 3 in a row over the Jets. 7 of 8 and 8 straight here. 3rd and 1 starting the second quarter. Tua dropped or broken up. Clark was all over Hill. He missed a PAT earlier in this one. Before that, he hadn't missed in 6 games. 39-yarder, and this is perfect. 9-3 Miami. 36-year-old quarterback in Atlanta.
Yeah, that's one of the injuries I didn't have to deal with, fortunately. But that is a difficult one to overcome. But you can see his mobility and moving around the pocket has been outstanding all day.
First and 10, and he's got Wilson, who's whacked over there by Ramsey.
It's good when you don't talk about him, but he deserves to be talked about because he is playing so well.
3rd and 14 for Rodgers. And it's up the middle and out to the 48 and shy of the first down with the catch by Conklin. Rodgers, he's got Wilson. And now he's in a nest of defenders and is inside the 20. Hit by Ramsey and others, brought down, catch and run, 34 yards to Wilson. Davis, nice block inside, and he's in for 6. Joe Tippmann, the center, one of a couple important blocks. 17-yard touchdown run.
They're going to get a stretch play here, but watch the reach. Watch the way these guys get out and they reach, and then that allows the cutback to happen. And from there, it's individual effort, vision, getting a good block up.
Jets have just taken a lead here in Miami, and Tua through the air. And he gets out to Julian Hill, the tight end. He's into the secondary. And for the foreseeable future, Sherwood taking his place and really playing well. 2nd and 9. They got Hill outside. One-on-one with Davis. Run out of bounds by Eccles.
This offense has had to make, and an adjustment McDaniel and Tua have had to make as well.
Achane the back. 1st and 10 for Tua. Down the seam. They've got his receiver again. 24-yard line. And that is Tyreek Hill. Achane back there with him. 4th and 2. Wilson on the move. Lamb with the block. Underneath they go. Waddle. First down. 2nd down, 15. And it's Waddle. Diving to the 6. Sherwood the tackle. Right the back. And the call. Blocked by Hill. And he got by Carter and then finally taken out by Sherwood. The Dolphins to go for a field goal try here of 24 yards. And it's perfect. And that puts Miami on top. Allen the back, 1st down and 10. Simpson the block. Downfield, Davante Adams. Poyer will get him. And it's outside for Adams. He got by the aforementioned Walker and then is hit by Brooks. Dancing his way to the 27, picking up 8. Davis is in. And he'll block. And Rodgers to the air. Adams to the 12. Who is 11 of 16 through the air. 3rd down, 9. The pressure up the middle. Got by Ogba. Chased by Sealer. End zone. And Davis. Did he bring it in? This is for the lead just before halftime. So it's 13-12, the Jets. 30-yard field goal for Tua, who is 12 of 14 through the air. Achane is in, 1st and 10. It's Waddle. Upended by Nichols after he got away from Carter and picks up 11, and he's out past the 40 for a 1st down.
Field goal range or to take a shot at the end zone.
Achane is in, 2nd down, 4. And, oh, there's a nice pass and a cut by Waddle.
Well, now you got to hustle and get up. Should be plenty of time.
Again, no timeouts. No timeouts to the 39. 1st and 10. Gain is 16. And Waddle, who on that little abbreviated drive, he did not miss a single kick. His long 52 at this end in pregame. And it is solid. Got it. 57-yard field goal to take a lead with 2 seconds to play in the 1st half. 2nd down, 8. Rodgers to the air. His rookie running back with the block on Campbell. Wide open. Was Wilson in bounds? Yes, he was. With a catch and a good throw on the fly by Aaron Rodgers. 46 yards. Good time. Underneath. Davis. Chased. Walker brings him out of bounds, but they get a goal to go. With the 1st and goal. Rodgers. Caught. Touchdown. Jets have got the lead back. Davante Adams. On a 3-yard touchdown pass by Aaron Rodgers. That was number 79, including the playoffs. Beating Kohu.
Well, Wilson to the outside, just running a fade to clear it out. Davante Adams with an easy out route against Kohu.
Paul the block at the left tackle. Odell Beckham Jr. And he's short of the 1st. Redwell. He was hit there by Carter first. Davis the call. He's got the 1st down. Grabbed by Howland from behind. Down he goes. 32-yard line on 3rd. They've lost Bowser and Long and Phillips, Chubb and Good. Some lingering from last year. 3rd down, 4. And it was caught by Wilson. And he got it. That's Lazard, active today after being away for 5 games with an injury. It's Adams. And he takes that ball deep down that sideline, tackled by Poyer.
just appreciates the effort that they've been putting in.
Again, Max Mitchell playing that right tackle. Morgan Moses hasn't played second half. Rodgers 1st and 10. Flag thrown. Lazard the catch down to the 10. After the New York timeout. Rodgers. Fashion of the block. Rodgers the time. He gets by one. That's Brooks. Then Brooks got back at him and got him. Jordan Brooks.
And not able to get it done as the Dolphins get them all.
Anders Carlson, a 40-yard field goal try. It is up and easily through. And the Jets extend their lead. Wilson the back, 3rd down and 10. Tungo Vailoa looking for help. Beautifully played by Eccles. Here they come. Down he goes. Rodgers sacked by Sealer. It's back at the 15. The second sack. Tua 0 of 5. Passing the last 2 Miami drives. 3rd and 10. On the screws here with the 1st down. Leaping catch by Hill.
Moving forward. Now, mathematically, they'll be fine, but it's just when you look at the other teams ahead of them.
1st and 10. And this is off to the running back, Wilson, who's brought down on the play again by Sherwood. It is a gain of 7. 1st and 10, and he's going deep and incomplete with Reed all over receiver Malik Washington. Tungo Vailoa, 2nd down goal. Here they go. Waddle with a block by Eichenberg to the 1. And then stopped by Sherwood on a dive.
Looks like Jets are going man-to-man. They got everybody near the line of scrimmage.
4th and goal. To the end zone. Caught. Touchdown. Hill.
Side, it causes, watch how DJ Reed passes it off. So now all of a sudden you got Tyreek Hill on a safety. So you got that matchup. You switched it from corner on.
Tua for 2. Waddle got it. Working on Reed. We're tied at 23. Fake to Allen. And it goes to Allen, who's got the 1st down. And Holland will bring him down. Walker was there too. Up the middle they come. It goes out to Wilson. Boy, they have a hard time bringing him down. And finally, Poyer is the one. Jets haven't won since Halloween. Haven't won down here since 2014. 1st and 10. Underneath, and here they go. Adams hit by Poyer, diving for a 1st down to the 45 of Miami. 16-yard pickup, but no room for error. 1st and 10. Rodgers to the air. Going deep, and he's got his receiver, Lazard, grabbed by Kendall down to the 26. Into the nickel. They rush 4. Going for Adams like you thought, not out of bounds with the coverage by Kendall Fuller. A 42-yard field goal with little wind to take the lead. Got it. Dead solid, perfect. And the New York Jets have gone on top 26-23 over the Miami Dolphins. Carlson, the kickoff. Miami will have no timeouts. This will be taken. And Malik Washington weaving his way, finding a gap, runs into Carlson, runs over, could track him. Then finally brought down by Bernard Converse.
They're giving cushion to Tyreek here on the bottom.
2nd down 10, and they go downfield to Hill. Banged out of bounds by Reed. Number 3 is Odell Beckham Jr. 3rd and 4, and he's a little ahead and low for Hill. 12 seconds left. This is a must for Miami. This game is a must.
I agree, Kevin. I agree.
This is to tie from 52 yards for Jason Sanders. And he got it. Malik Washington huge. Here goes Rodgers. Underneath, Conklin hit by Brooks. Zeros on the clock right now. Regulation is over. Losing at Green Bay, 30-17 on Thanksgiving. Second down 10. Jonnu Smith, first catch today. There he goes, galloping into the secondary, and finally brought down by Chuck Clark at the 50. First and 10, Smith again. Blocked by Lamb. Blocked by Eichenberg. Tackle made by Jalen Mills. A catch and run to the 36. 14-yard pickup. Second and 6. They're going to Hill. Out of bounds at the 23. Working on Mills. The numbers right there by both the quarterbacks. First and 10. Quick throw. It's caught by Achane. And holding on for dear life was Mills at about the 12. Good time to the end zone. Got it! Smith, touchdown! The Dolphins win!
Jonnu Smith lined up on the far right. He works his way all the way across the field. Give protection the credit for giving Tua time and for Jonnu Smith the time to get all the way across the field. Jonnu Smith had no catches in regulation. In overtime, 3 catches and the game winner.
Tagovailoa 2 touchdown passes, including the game winner, 3:31 through the air.